up guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm filming an Instagram Q&A. I did a Q&A a couple of months ago, but I just wasn't really happy with it, so I never got around to posting it. So I asked you yesterday on Instagram to send me some Qs so I can give you some As, and I have them all here. And there's no theme for these questions, they're just random. So let's jump straight into it. The first question is from Stefan03 or Stefan03, and he said, I first watched your video what's on my Huawei P20 Pro and I loved it. You are awesome. Will you ever be in Serbia? I don't have any plans to go there, but one day I would love to travel all over the place. So next year I want to go to Tokyo, and then the year after I want to go to probably Mauritius, my island, and then maybe I'll go to like Egypt. I've always wanted to go to Egypt, but we will see. Dollar Bill Charles asked me, what is your current favorite song of 2018? So right now I'm listening to Taste by Tyga. That beat is sick, I can't stop listening to that. And Baby by Giggs, that song is banging as well. I don't know if it's pronounced Yo Geo. He asked me, what is the most you've spent in a piece of technology and what was it? I don't know exactly what it was. It was probably a phone, and it was probably like £800, maybe my S8 Plus. I don't remember exactly. But because I like traded in my S7 Edge and then bought the rest, it didn't feel that expensive. But yeah, probably that, around £800. Jay Trimble asked, what gave you inspiration to start a YouTube channel? So I don't know exactly at what point I was like, I want to do this, but I've always watched YouTube videos since back in the day, like over 10 years probably. Getting old now. So I've always been into like social media and YouTube and things. I just never really thought to start my own. And then a couple of friends a couple of years ago were like, oh, you should start your own YouTube channel. My boyfriend bought me a camera, well, when I first started, so like May last year, and I was like, you know what, why not? So I started filming some stuff, and then when I posted my tech videos, obviously I got a few more subscribers, and it just grew from there. But it wasn't like a thing that I've always wanted to do. I've always loved YouTube, but I never thought I would be on YouTube myself. But now I really love it, I'm comfortable with it, so if you want to go for it, I say go for it. Michelle asked, what made you love Wonder Woman and at what age? I don't know exactly when it was, but I've just always wanted like a female superhero. You know, like men have Superman, Batman, Spider-Man, they have all those big boys, and Wonder Woman to me is the only one that's really on par with them. Obviously now we know more about like Captain Marvel and stuff, but before, Wonder Woman was just in her own league. Like no one was anything like her. Also just the way she is, like she doesn't want to fight straight away. Like she'll try to resolve any issue. Fighting is kind of like her last resort, but she will body you if she has to, and that's why I like her, because she doesn't go around like, I'm gonna fight you, I'm gonna fight you. She'll try her hardest to talk, but if she has to fight you, she will, and she'll probably win. I just love that about her. I think like everyone should aspire to be like her. She's very loving. Also she talks to animals, and I love animals. And there's this comic strip, and I put it on my Instagram. Basically it's just her confronting a poacher. I just love her. Okay, she's my bae. Bandy asked, how old are you? I'm 24. I just turned 24 in June 21st. They also asked, will you do an updated what's on my phone video? I did one like last month, but I actually have changed my layout and my wallpaper, and I have downloaded a couple new apps, so maybe I'll wait a couple more months so I can download some more apps and then I'll do one. But listen, I can always do one, I don't mind. Ben Felix asked, what made you so fascinated with technology? I don't know, I've always liked phones, and I've always been interested to see like what phones people have, technology in general. It wasn't really till I started watching YouTube that there's a huge technology fan base and so many like technology people out there. So it kind of pushed me more to be more interested in, because there's so many people interested in it as well. Also the phones that are coming out are so incredible now, they're so interesting. My main thing is phones. That's the most thing that I'm, you know, interested in. Would you ever meet up with some of your followers and subscribers? Definitely, I would definitely love to. Obviously I live in London, so any Londoners hit me up. But if I travel, of course. But I don't think I have that many subscribers that would actually want to meet me. Also, when I look at it, a lot of people are in America. So if it ever comes to America, I'll meet you. Eric Draven1 asks, Carlsberg or Carling? Ew, none. I don't drink beer. I don't really drink alcohol. I only like cocktails and like mixers. I don't drink wine, I hate beer, so neither. Elena asked, what do you think of the Italy and Italians? I live in Sicilia and I adore you. We went to Rome last year, it was incredible for my birthday. We want to go back to Venice, and obviously I just want to travel all over the place, so Italy's amazing. When we went it was really hot. It was like over 30 degrees, and we were walking around the Colosseum doing lots of tours, and I was like in sandals, so that wasn't fun. I would definitely go when it's a bit cooler, but it was beautiful. Rim Outlines asks, who inspired you to open a YouTube channel? By the way, I love you a lot, I love you too. And I don't know who exactly it was. As I said before, it was just, there's so many YouTubers that I love watching, and then eventually my boyfriend bought me a camera and I just thought, okay, let's do this, and then I did it. And I really enjoy doing it. I've met so many lovely people, so I'm really happy that I did start my own channel. So if you want to start your own channel, I say go ahead, why not? Go for it. Andrew Vlad 1 asks, we get the next Huawei P that comes out. I don't know. I really like this phone. I love my P20 Pro, but I don't know exactly what's going to happen in the future. So I guess I will see. But I do love Samsung, so maybe one day I'll go back to Samsung. Maybe we'll see what the S10 is like. But for now, no plans to get a new phone. Evie asks, would you ever get Oscar a friend? Love you, Izzy. I love you too. And yes, I would love to get Oscar a friend, but I live with my parents and we live in a flat, so it's not like we have a huge garden. We don't have tons of space, and obviously when we drive to Spain and stuff, it's hard having one dog, so 2 will be a lot right now. When I live alone and I get a big house, I want all the dogs in the world. My goal in life is dogs. That sounds so weird, but my goal in life is to open like a shelter, or just have a really big house, be hella rich, and have all the dogs. And I want to adopt all the dogs, all the sick dogs, old dogs, all the dogs. I want all the dogs, but for now, because I'm working and my mum, she's home most of the time, so Oscar's never really alone. My mum would love a dog, my dad's like no, so maybe my mum will fight him and win. We also just got a house in Ramsgate and it's got a big garden and it's a big house, so maybe we will get another dog when they relocate. So we'll see how it goes, but obviously I would love to have another dog. Princess Alicia asked, what made you decide to make a YouTube channel? But I've already answered that. Anna Pauline asked, latest phone case you have for your phone? One sec.
A few moments later.
This is one I'm currently using. You guys have seen it before. And then the other case that I literally just got is this Greyhound case. I got it from eBay, but I'm pretty sure they have it on Amazon as well. I'll link it below. And it looks so pretty with my phone colour. I really like it, but I don't want to put a pop socket on, so I'm not using it for now. Someone asked, DC or Marvel? I love both. I am a huge lover of both, but because Wonder Woman is my favourite, I have to say DC. Oh, Anna Pauline also asked, who's my favourite YouTuber? I love James Charles. I always saw him and I heard of him, but I never watched him. And then when I decided one day to watch him, he's so funny. So James Charles is my favourite at the moment. And Marin asks, do you believe in love at first sight? I don't think you could love someone at first sight. I think you look at someone and be like, wow, I want to get to know them. Or maybe you have chemistry, but I don't think you could look at someone or first meet someone and fall in love. You can meet someone and think like, whoa, and have a connection, but it's definitely not love. How often do you watch Chelsea or football in general? So because I work Saturdays, unfortunately, I don't really watch matches on Saturdays. I watch Sunday matches if I'm available. But I used to be a huge football fan, but since working Saturdays and past year, I've kind of like fallen off. The World Cup, I started watching again, so I'm getting back into Premier League, but as I said, I work Saturdays, so it's not really the same. So I'm gonna hopefully like be a bit more available on Saturdays and just work for myself on Saturdays. So we'll see how that goes. They asked me if I play Xbox. Sometimes I go through moods, like I'll bang out a game for like a few weeks and I'll just kind of fall off of it. At the moment I haven't been playing really anything, so it depends. What are the best shows on Netflix to watch right now? I've been watching, I think it's called Girls Incarcerated. I literally just started it. Making a Murderer is good. I like murder kind of documentaries. I'm gonna start the Scream series, so I'll let you know if that's good. Power is banging if you're of age, because there's a lot of saucy scenes in there. Things like Iron Fist, The Defender, those are good as well. The Defenders. There are a couple good shows. Maybe I'll leave them in my description box because I can't think right now. They also asked, what's your favourite film and TV show? Ooh, there are so many good ones, I can't really like pick. Friends is a great TV show. Life in Pieces, This Is Us. And then in terms of movies, there are so many. Like I love obviously Wonder Woman. I love the Wonder Woman animated movie. I love Snatch, Nightmare Before Christmas. The Mummy I've seen about 10 million times. I love that film. Grease. There are so many films, I can't really answer that. Someone asked, do you recommend the Huawei P20 Pro? I might get one. How is the battery life? I really like it. The battery is banging, it lasts all day. Even if you don't get it, at least look into it, like check it out and see what you think. But I think it's a really great phone. Drapers, I don't know how to say it. They asked me, what do you do for a living? So I have an estate agency and then I work part-time in a jeweler's and then I do YouTube. So those are the 3 things I do and I'm very busy most of the time. And then the final question is, could you give us some advice about diet and workout motivation? So I do have a video titled How to Be Confident in the Gym. I'll link it below, and that one I kind of talk more into depth about motivation. But in terms of diet, oh shit, the plant's dead. So for me personally, I'm a pescatarian. I've cut out red meat. It's been a couple of months since I've had red meat and I feel great. But in general, I think you should just drink as much water as you can. Try not to drink like fizzy drinks. Don't have too much sugar. Cut down on all that crap. And just eat as clean as you can. Lots of fruit and veg. You've only got one body to live this life in. So look after it. Because if something goes wrong, you can't switch bodies. So look after it and it will look after you. If you really want to be fit and healthy, I say you just go for it. And the more changes you see, the more you're going to want to carry on doing it. So be your own motivation. You've got this. If not, I would say go on Pinterest and then start a album and then post loads of like fitness related things in there. And the more you come away from like bad foods and eat good foods, the more you're going to crave them. Like I haven't had fast food in over a year, like McDonald's, KFC, and I haven't craved it once. The less I have it, the less I want it. But obviously no one's perfect, so just try your hardest. So that was it for the questions. Thank you for sending them in. If you have any further ones, leave them below and I'll get back to you. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!